Now at 4, tracking the path of Laura, which has led to hurricane, tropical storm, and storm surge warnings in parts of our area.
The potential impact of parts of our area, including Galveston, has led to evacuation orders, both mandatory and voluntary. This is a live look from Sky 2. We have those evacuation orders as well as school closures and delays at the bottom of your screen.
We have live team coverage on those evacuation orders and how people are preparing for the storm. We want to start with Frank, who's tracking Laura's path. Frank.
Yeah, take a look. Here's the Gulf of Mexico, and you see this bright red part at the southern portion of the storm. That's that storm beginning to intensify. That's strengthening right there over these very warm Gulf waters, 88 degrees out there. And you can see the movement is generally west-northwest. So with that in mind, 80-mile-an-hour winds. This is the 4 p.m. advisory, gusting to 100. The pressure is lowering, 990 millibars. The movement is west-northwest at 17 right now. So that gives us a Category 2 hurricane by 1 o'clock in the morning. That continues as a Category 2 as it moves toward the Texas coast. And then notice this Category 3 at landfall. That's not very good news at landfall, but landfall right now looks to be Sabine Pass, bypassing us. 115-mile-an-hour winds, and a Category 1 clear up to Shreveport. So this maintains hurricane strength for all of East Texas into western Louisiana, and then it wraps around through the mid-Atlantic states. Let me show you the spaghetti models. They're starting to converge more and more on Sabine Pass. You can see there's still a few into Chambers County, but the majority of the global models now are really across the Port Arthur area, and the consensus model, which is the one the Hurricane Center really follows, that's right in to Port Arthur and Beaumont. So with that in mind, these are all the watches and warnings. They are clearly warnings for tropical storm force winds as well as hurricane force winds across our area. Let me show you how that's going to shape up. This is tropical storm force winds, and for us, generally a 40 to almost 100% chance to at least see tropical storm force winds. Now that's a minimum of 39 miles an hour. Now hurricane force winds, and that's along the coast, especially Chambers County to Galveston County, that's where we get to a 30 to 60% chance of hurricane force winds, minimum 75 miles per hour. And if you look at the warnings for watches and warnings for storm surge, look at this: 2 to 4 feet all the way down to Surfside, 6 to 9 feet from Bolivar all the way up past High Island, with 3 to 5 feet for Galveston Island and into Galveston Bay. So coming up, we'll talk more and more about these impacts. But you can see the west counties on Wednesday. You'll see the outer rain bands, increased breeze. On Thursday, wraparound rain. As we get into the central areas, we're looking for a few showers on Wednesday. By Wednesday evening, 30-mile-an-hour winds, 1 to 4 inches of rain. East side, that's when we see heavier downpours Wednesday evening, continuing into Wednesday overnight. 4 to 8 inches of rain is a possibility, and 40 to 90-mile-an-hour winds, and that kind of wind motion continues right along the coast. So